Hey everyone, alright, back again. Going to be using the Affirmators Oracle for some general messages, and then we'll be using the tarot to clarify and get some greater insights on the cards that do come out. I'll be using the Light Seers Tarot for that. Alright. One more. Woo! Not that this really is something I want to pull, but it just caught my attention. Good things to come. Looks like a surprise. I'm not going to read the card, but could be a surprise. Could be something surprising that's going to maybe be kind of shocking, exciting, a gift. We'll see. We'll just see what comes out. That could be for someone specific. Alright, message please for the general, the collective. Again, just a general collective message, not going to resonate for everybody. If it doesn't fit, please do not try to make it fit. Only what is meant for you will resonate. Alright, oh hello. Okay, we got 3. First one, this card has been coming out like almost every reading. So this must be an important energy for the collective right now. So we have peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Letting go. Letting go. Okay, I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let go because I have enough heavy things to carry around, and also grudges aren't a great look. There is definitely something you're dropping. Something that you are dropping that I think has been, you've been sadly carrying for too long. I don't want to say like a grudge. It might be, but there is definitely something that you have had on your mind and on your heart that you have not let go of. And it could be like, this is, whatever it is long gone and over. Especially with like this peacefulness card. You're trying to create peace in your life, and there is something that's gotta go. And I think it could just be that there's something that keeps coming up that you just like, why can't I let this go? Why does this still bother me? There's something there that you need to make peace with. Because again, I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. Any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. You're really trying to clear out what is not serving you, right? This, whatever, I just get this feeling, whatever this is, I feel like it's in the past. I don't feel like it's something recent. I feel like it's something that's probably happened in the past that you just have, it has not left your mind yet. You may or may not get like really bothered by it, but for some reason, it's still something that comes up. And I just feel like there's something there that you are really being called to let go, to squash, to just clear it out. All right, we have joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it'll make it way better. Today I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. You're really being called to clear something out so that you can have more joy in your life. And whatever this is that you're being asked to let go of is a thief of joy. And it doesn't have to be something that's like, oh, you're so hung up and you're just angry. I mean, you could be easily triggered by whatever happened in the past, whatever this was that you're being asked to let go. But I do feel like it's a thief of joy. At moments where you could be creating joy or be in the flow of joy, this comes up and it's something that needs to be dropped. And I'm not saying, oh, sweep it under the rug. Like, you know, I hate when people are like, you just get over it. And it's like, that's not how it works. What I do think needs to happen is you need to be with those emotions of whatever is there. Really let yourself feel those emotions and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? You know, really sit in silence with it. Maybe meditate on it. What is it that I haven't let go of? Whether you are emotionally tied to it still, or it's just something that comes up intellectually on your mind that you still think about, and you still, you know, it could be just frustration. Why did this happen? Why did it have to happen? But it could be over, long gone, done, and it's still something that plagues your mind, and it's taking up space in your mind, in your heart, where joy could exist and joy could flow. And I don't think it's like, oh, it's just like constantly on your mind. It could be constantly on your mind. It could be plaguing you to the point that you're not focused. There is definitely something there that still is lingering, that you're really being asked to let go and create peace with it. And not necessarily that you have to like create peace with any one person. Maybe that's so, but I think that it's peace in your heart about whatever this is, whoever this is, so that you can have more joy in your life. Because you'd be surprised that even though intellectually you feel like, oh, I'm not bothered by it, I don't think about it all the time, but if it's there and it comes up and you're still kind of like, that's why, there's still something there that needs to, you need to ask yourself, why is it still there? Why do I feel this way? Actually sit with those emotions, work through those emotions, and allow yourself to feel it. Don't just push it aside under the rug. That's not being an adult. That's not just getting over it. You have to feel that, and you have to honor and validate your feelings, and you have to ask yourself why, and then make peace with that by forgiving yourself, forgiving someone else. You don't have to actually interact with any one person or people in whatever this was, but you can absolutely forgive, in the higher realm, your higher self to someone else's higher self, and really having that conversation there and making peace with that. There's something there. So there's some lovely guidance here from Spirit. It's coming from a place of love for you to make peace with it. And a lot of times, like, if you're still hung up on something that's, bothersome, it's not always about that, forgiving that other person and just, apologizing, especially if you maybe didn't do something wrong. But it could just be you haven't forgiven yourself. It doesn't mean that, maybe you could have done something wrong. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. Everyone has their part, but it could be that you allowed something that created chaos in your life. And you haven't made peace because you haven't forgiven yourself for being that person who didn't have those boundaries and had this experience. And, you could be upset with yourself for allowing that to have played out as long as it did. Maybe you lost a lot of time, I don't know. And it could be that. So, Spirit was really, really coming through with this, like, we love you. We want you to love you too. You need to make peace with this and really let this go, drop it, but you need to feel this and validate your feelings and approach it with a loving energy and a loving intention and forgive yourself because you were, younger, even if it was just yesterday, you were younger, you were learning, there was a lot that you weren't aware of, but maybe it's your inner child who needs that love and tender, that tender love and asking them to forgive you for, allowing someone or an experience to treat you a certain way or to go through that. And it was hurtful, painful, whatever it was, so there's something there that you need to make peace with. Spirit really wanted to come through and like say that. They're like, I'm seeing like all these like they're all standing there like this, like, oh, we just really want you to, let go and find peace with us because it doesn't exist in your story anymore, in your timeline, you're moving forward and you deserve to feel joy. So there's a lot of love there from Spirit. All right, let's get some clarifiers on this. Let's see where this could go. How can this clarify, reassure, confirm? We have the Fool. Be taking the first step towards forgiveness, taking the first step towards letting go. We have the Hierophant. Oops. 2 major arcana. Okay. Goodness. 3 major arcana. We have the Justice card. Goodness. 4 major arcana is a Temperance card. I actually really like seeing Temperance come out of after Justice. Alright. Whoa. Okay. I want the one that kind of flipped over right here. Goodness gracious. Okay. We have 5 major arcana. We have the Wheel. Okay. So here's what I'm getting. I kind of let Spirit kind of paint a picture here and a story, and I do get the feeling the Fool is about, you know, this is the beginning of the tarot deck and the major arcana. This is taking risks. This is stepping into the unknown. This is having a lot of trust and faith, but this is also kind of it's a little bit of ignorance, right? Naivety. Naivety, is that how you say it? Very naive. I feel like this one, especially with the Hierophant next to it, Hierophant is about, it could be higher education, it could be, you know, marriage, but the Hierophant is a unionship kind of card. This is a higher union of this is a relationship in a higher sense, so it could be that, you know, it's a very committed relationship, could be an engagement, a marriage, but I get with this card most of the time that for me this is a higher level of commitment, right? Not just like the 2 of Cups partnership, not just like the lovers in love, but this is a higher level of commitment, especially with the Stairs. This is, and I know it's a beautiful card, but this is definitely like that higher level of commitment. Your heart is very devoted and very in this, really committed in this energy. But with the Fool card, I get a feeling that there was a higher level of commitment here. There was a lot of ignorance. There was a lot of, I feel like it was more so naivety. I almost get the sense that this is you. Doesn't have to be. It could be the other person, right? You can flip-flop the energy, however it makes sense. But I get the sense that for most of you, you're someone who was naive to this relationship that you were in. And you were really committed to it. This was a higher level of commitment to you. And it could be whatever it looked like on the physical plane. You're in spirit, you were highly committed to this person. You were devoted, and you were committed to the idea of progressing this relationship forward. I think that what I'm getting is that you were really naive to really what this relationship was. There's something here. I know these are all beautiful cards, but I get a sense, especially with letting go, something happened. And I don't know what. I'm not going to get into it. But I do get this. I know the Fool can be a really positive energy, but I'm picking up very naive energy, ignorant, kind of like just ignorance is bliss, right? You don't see something, it doesn't exist. But there's something there that you were naive to in this connection, whatever it was, career, business, friendship, love, family, does not matter. You were naive to something that occurred, or really what this higher level commitment was. To you, it was beautiful, long-term, you were pouring into it, you saw it, you committed, devoted, but there was so much naivety and ignorance to something happening in this connection. Because we have the Justice card here. Justice is, this is the universe bringing justice to this experience. This is balancing the scales. something that was imbalanced was being brought justice. And that doesn't mean like, oh, vengeance. Someone did something wrong and the vengeance, like you're taking something out on them. You're not, I don't get the sense that you're someone who is intentionally trying to bring vengeance, revenge to something that happened to you. If you are, this is not for you. I'm sorry. That is a very low vibrational energy. But this is the universe working in your favor. They're bringing justice to this experience by balancing the scales. You are not doing anything in this. What you are doing is creating peace by forgiving the situation, forgiving yourself, and the universe is going to create justice and balance the scales in your favor. That doesn't mean that they're going to go do something terrible to that person or that experience or that job or whatever. But there is balance that is definitely being brought to this. And I believe it's very like, Spirit's like, universe like, we saw everything. We know what you went through. We know how you were treated. We saw it all. Don't think for a second that you were forgotten and that everyone gets away with everything they ever did to you, or that job that treated you like shit, or that group of friends that backstabbed you. Are off, having a happy life. Don't think that we didn't see all the things that they ever did or treated you. The universe is working in your favor. Temperance is about tempering, moderation. It's not just bringing balance, it is also bringing healing, but it's doing it in a very, it's like bringing kind of an equilibrium, in a sense, to the balance of the scales. It's not doing it in a drastic way, though. It's very slow, and so maybe the justice that is being brought, and you may never see this, right? You may never know what this is. But the balance and the justice that is being brought into your life, your justice is you having peace and you moving forward, letting go. And when you let go, it allows the universe to step in and create that balance. But the universe is doing it in a very gradual way where it's just happening in a very slow, balanced way. And everything's going to play out the way it's meant to play out. You might know about it later. You might never know about it. And it really doesn't matter. What's ultimately important here is that you're creating peace with the situation. Because with the wheel here, the wheel is fate, destiny, karma. Karma doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I did something bad to you, and now you're going to do something bad to me. Or they did something bad to me, and I'm going to do something bad back. Not necessarily like that. Like, oh, they did something bad to me, now the universe is going to go, rip them a new asshole. It's not like that. It's just the energy output matches, like the energy input matches the energy output. If you put something into the universe, you're going to get the equivalent exchange back. So if you're putting in so much energy and effort towards, a new dream or something you want to create that's really beautiful, the universe is going to reward you with that, equal amount of effort or more in a beautiful abundance, right? Love, financial, whatever that is. They're going to reward you and get back to you in that way. The universe is going to support your efforts. Now, if someone's doing something to you, intentionally treating you poorly, disrespectfully, and you're like, oh my gosh, the best thing I can do for myself, the justice for me is that I take my power back. And I'm like, justice for me is saying I create peace in my life. I do what I need to do to move forward. Well, then you get out of the way and the universe steps in and is able to kind of moderate, kind of temper the energies here, bring healing to the situation, and balance the scales. They take care of the justice on your end. It's like your vengeance is going to be successful, going and finding love, going and finding balanced friendships, elsewhere, a new job, elsewhere. Your justice is that. It's you being successful and moving forward for you, and making peace with the situation, forgiving, whatever this is. Justice for them is probably going to be the karmic scales playing out. Say it's, it was a relationship. People were catty, romantic relationships. Say people were catty. People were backstabbing you. Your romantic partners were deceiving you, lying to you. Well, and you were like, I'm devoted. I'm here. But I'm, I see only what I see, and I really want this, and I want to move forward. Well, it wasn't really the case. It ended making peace with the situation, forgiving the situation, forgiving them, forgiving yourself. And when you do that, they bring in justice for, justice for you is moving forward, finding the partner of your dreams, finding love in your heart, finding love in your life, being really successful in your life. And justice for them might be, I'm not saying it always is the case, but universe brings in someone for them who is someone who they think is, they're in this energy. They think this person is like the right person. They're committed. They're devoted. Finally, they're doing the thing that you always wanted from them. They weren't honest with you. And then suddenly they're experiencing the same thing. We all learn those lessons. It could be the same experience. It could be a very similar experience. It could be something different. But we all learn the same lessons that we go through where we went wrong. We learn. And when we decide to move forward and grow, the person, the partner, the experience, the exchange with another energy, another entity or whatever, it's the same lesson, vice versa. We all have to learn. We're here on Earth in school. We're all learning. So, again, if it was friends, backstabbed you, lied to you, just, that was weird. I'm so sorry. I just saw like all these like balloons. Weird. I just saw balloons like fly up my screen. That was weird. Yeah, if you have like friends and they backstabbed you, lied to you, and you're like, I just don't like this. You found out about something. You were ignorant, naive to really who they were and how they treated you. That's it. I'm moving forward. I'm creating peace in my life, letting go of the situation, and I want more joy. I welcome that in. Universe is going to step in, balance the scales, and they're probably going to meet people in their life that are going to be treating them in the same way. And it's not because they deserve to be treated poorly and that vengeance. It's not that. It's just you haven't grown and learned, right? That person never grew and learned the lessons they needed to learn to not treat people in that way. Same thing with a job. Job treats you like crap. You're really ignorant to it. You're naive. You're really committed. You're devoted. You're showing up. You're in that higher level education higher level of commitment. Could be education, could be a job. It's a higher level commitment. It's a long-term commitment, something that you're intentionally invested in, and it just letting it go. It's not serving you. Something happened, and justice is coming in to, justice is serving you, right? Letting you move forward, allowing you the healing and the peace that you need, and this is the universe saying, we're going to take care of it. You just need to move forward and create your happiness and your peace. The wheel is karma. This is karmic justice. So whatever was really deceptive in your life, stabbed you in the back, took advantage of you, treated you disrespectfully, and you knew that you came from a place of goodness and intention, right thought, right mind, and, right speech. You were just coming from the right places, and you were still squashed, taken advantage of, stepped on, manipulated, all the things, right? Well, don't do anything but move forward, let it go, make peace with it, forgive yourself, find your happiness, find your joy, find your success. The universe is going to play out in your favor. And you may find that out, you may never find that out, and it doesn't matter. So the message there, again, if it's confirmation for you, however it plays out in your life, if this resonates, however it plays out in your life, in any area, you're just being asked to really let go of the situation wholeheartedly, completely forgive yourself, and, really sit with those emotions and make peace with it. You know that you really let it go when it comes up and you don't even ponder and linger on it. You don't get upset or reactive to it. Your mind's not reactive to it. If you think about it and you're like, oh, whatever, and you move on, you've really made peace with it. It's big energy too, though. This is huge transformative energy, especially when you really do work on making peace with it, because these are all major arcana. So this is big energetic shifts in your life. But this is really beautiful too. So this is really positive. Something to look forward to if you are trying to move forward from something that was not serving you. But you're on to bigger, better, greater things. So I hope that this message was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. To like it, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any in the future. And Until next time, thanks for watching.